Right, so I give you the wood picture. Yeah, I want to strip you to people at the partly trained stage, yeah? I've had lessons with another instructor, but he can't make it today. But he has got the same car as you, so I am familiar with the controls. He said today we were going to do a reverse around the corner, either to the left or to the right. So you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what level am I?
Partly trained.
Yeah. And what's the subject?
Reversing around the corner, either to the left or to the right.
Yeah. So I'll hand that to you then.
Okay. Okay, hello Tony. My name's Vicky.
Hi Vicky, how are you, right?
I'm good, thank you, yeah. Your driving instructor can't make it today, so I'm filling in for him. I hear that you're familiar with the controls of the car.
Yep, I am.
Okay, we're going to be looking at reversing around the corner either to the left or to the right today. Right. Have you done any reversing at all?
Done a bit of straight reversing last week.
Okay, and how did you find that reversing? How did you feel like you was in control?
Not too bad.
Yeah. Okay. When you did that reversing,
yeah.
How did you control the car?
He had me coordinating all them pedals down there.
Yeah. So with the clutch.
All of them.
All of them. Okay.
Yeah.
As you were reversing, did you pick up a reference point at all from the distance from the curb?
Well, forward, at the front.
At the side, so the car away from the curb. Did he give you a reference point on how far you should be away from the curb?
No, he got me to look behind and pick up some kind of reference point.
Okay, so as you look behind,
yeah,
where did you pick up your reference point?
Oh, it was in the middle of that, the wiper.
Okay, that's good, excellent. I think that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, if you'd like to get yourself set up.
Oh. Yep.
Excellent. So what can you see in your review mirror?
I can see a bit of the headlining at the top. See the bottom of the window. A bit in my left ear. I can see a bit of your head restraint.
Okay, excellent. And what about your side mirror?
You see the front door handle?
Yeah.
I like to keep that in the bottom left hand corner. I can see the road in the kind of horizon in the middle. And I can see the top of them buildings.
And on your left.
Again, the door handle in the same place. I can see that bin, that great big bin in the middle. And I can see the top of them buildings.
Lovely, excellent. Right, what we'll do is, as we drive to where our manoeuvre point, I'll be keeping an eye on your driving as well.
All right.
Okay.
Shall I drive on?
Yeah, when you're ready to go. So as you pulled off the clutch there,
I'm going to turn left.
Okay, turn left at the end of the road. What we'll do is we'll just stop here. Excellent. So as you pull off the clutch
Do you want me to wait?
Sorry?
Do you want me to stop here?
Yeah, if we stop here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk you through your clutch control, because as we pulled off back there it was quite jumpy. Do you know why that would have been? Do you know why?
I'm just
no?
haven't had many lessons really.
Okay, so as you pull off the clutch, if you pull it up too fast, it will make the car jump. Right. So what you need to do is you need to have nice control and just a soft pull up off the clutch so you can feel
soft pull up.
Yeah. So if you pull it up until you can feel the biting point, until you can feel the car going.
Right.
Can you do that now for me?
Yeah.
That's it. Excellent. So what we'll do is as we pull off, we'll just leave the clutch there and then pull it off very, very gently with just your foot hovering over the gas.
What, when I get to the end of the road?
Now as you pull off now, so if you look all around, left and right, and left again and then pull up. That's it. And then as you feed, that's it.
I keep the clutch still all the way?
No, pull it up now. So as you come out of the corner, your foot should be off the clutch. Okay?
Oh, what's that, about 2 car lengths?
Yeah. There we go. So if we do the same, as we're going to turn right here, so as you feed the steering wheel, try and keep it as a half a turn rather than little feeds. Try and feed the whole steering wheel through. So So as you're turning to the left, if you're turning to the right, keep your hand at the top, your right hand at the top, and feed it all the way down to the
turning
bottom.
left.
And we'll turn left here.
So right hand at the top.
If you're going to turn left, we need the left hand at the top. That's it. Check right, left, right. Make sure.
Oh, I know where to check.
Yeah. So left hand right at the top.
Oh, right.
That's it. And then same all the way round. So you're doing a half a turn with both hands. That's it. That clutch control was really good. Not sure what he wants to do. I don't think he's too sure either. Excellent. Brilliant. That clutch control was brilliant. How did you feel? Did you feel quite comfortable with the clutch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And turning.
And we'll turn right the end of the road, please. There it is. So don't forget, as we turn right hand right at the top of the steering wheel, and then feed it all the way down. That's it, and then again. That's it.
What,
So
right hand up again?
no, left hand.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's it. So you've got more of a smooth turn there.
You get more steering if you want it, don't you?
You do, yes. So what we'll do is when we're reversing, the clutch control that you had going around the corners there, pulling out of the roads, is going to be very similar to when we're going to be reversing. So you're going to have that nice smooth clutch control there. Okay. And the same with the steering as well. You have a nice full movement of the steering wheel rather than little feeds. You have a big nice full feed.
Yeah, I think it's reverse around the corner is a bit of a waste of time, really, isn't it?
When do you think would be important?
Just for your driving test, isn't it? After that, you never use it.
Well, if you've got a driveway, then maybe you'd want to reverse into your driveway. It comes in handy for them. Do you know of any roads that you shouldn't be doing reversing around the corner into?
Yeah.
No, so you wouldn't want to reverse into a road that is a no entry, is a one way or a no entry. And you also wouldn't want to be reversing into a main road from a side road either, because that's quite dangerous. Because, do you know why that is?
You're quite busy, I should imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, so with a busy road, if you're reversing into it, you're going to cause a lot of
Mayhem.
yeah, you're going
That's
to
a good word,
cause
isn't it?
you're going to cause a lot of cars to stop. So that clutch control's good.
Them observations good.
They were actually.
I've been working on them.
Do you know what sort of roads was back there?
Sorry?
Do you know what sort of road was back there? What sort of junction was back there?
Control crossroads.
That's it.
Done a bit of them last week.
That's good. turn into the road, keep your right hand to the top of the steering wheel and pull it all the way around. Oh, okay.
And turning right.
I'd like to turn right at the end of at the next road here, please. Before you turn into the road, right, if you'd like to stop here.
What?
So there's no cars behind us. Before we turn into the road here, what I'd like you to do is keep the steering straight, and then as we pull off, turn into the road.
Oh, I did.
That's it. And that's what we call non-dry steering. It's always good.
Get me stop.
Yeah, if you'd like to pull up on the road here on the left.
So it's going to be a left-hand reversion with that road just ahead of us.
Yeah. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to reverse into the road. We're going to reverse around the corner to the left here, the road in front of us here. Yeah. Obviously there's someone else doing their reverse around the corner first, so we'll have to wait for them.
Yeah.
But what I'll do is I'll give you a little debrief of what we're going to do. I'll show you a little diagram of how we're going to do the manoeuvre. Right, so we're sitting here at the minute, and then we're going to do a reverse around the corner to the left. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull up, so we're going to be just in front of that van there, but we're going to leave at least a drain's width between the curb and the car.
Oh. Right.
And what we're going to aim to do is we're going to aim to keep that drain's width constantly as we reverse round the corner to the left. Okay. Before we start the manoeuvre, I'd like you to imagine that there's a bubble around the car, and if any vehicles or pedestrians enter that bubble at any point on the reverse round the corner, doesn't matter where you are, I'd like you to stop, and then it will give them a chance to carry on going on their way. And on this bubble, if you imagine this lamppost here to be the end of your bubbles behind us.
That's not a lamppost.
The telegraph pole.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Imagine that to be the back of your bubble, and the front of your bubble. If you see the first lamppost on the right hand side of the road.
There.
No, if you carry on going down to.
Oh, the second lamppost.
The first one on the road, so that's 1, 2, and then the third one down.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so that to be the front of your bubble. So if any vehicles, pedestrians come into that, I'd like you to stop. Okay. As we reverse round the corner, what you need to do is you need to look around at all times. So although you are looking in your rear window, you do need to look all the way around at all times. Do you know why that is? No, it's so we can see any pedestrians, vehicles, any bikes, motorbikes, anything. So we need to keep on looking around at all times. Okay.
Yeah.
As we reverse round, because we're on a slight hill, so we're going to have a bit of gravity here as well, aren't we?
Are we?
Yeah. So if we're on a hill, reversing round a corner, we're going to be reversing around the corner here, and we're on a slight hill, so the gravity is going to be pulling the car back.
Oh.
Okay, so what we need to do is we need to select the reverse gear, make sure we have it in the correct gear, and then instead of having your right foot over the accelerator, you will need it over the brake. Do you know why that is?
No.
It's because the car will be pulled backwards, and if you don't have a smooth control over the car, by covering the brake, you're going to be going too fast. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go at a very slow pace, reversing round. Okay, does that all make sense to you?
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll pull up just in front of that van.
All right.
And we'll do our checks all around as well. That's it, good observations there. Hopefully they don't nip into our spot. Right, so just before you pulled off there, you should have done another check.
I did.
You did? Right, so keeping the drains with.
Oh, drains with, I forgot that.
That's it.
Was that road clear for me to reverse into?
Yeah, that's a good point. As we drive past the road, we do need to take observations and making sure that it is. Yeah, that's a good point there. So it is clear, which is good for us, so we can do our reverse around the corner. As we reverse around the corner, we need to give. We need to leave. Is it 2 cars lengths? Or is it 4? It's 2 cars lengths, isn't it? Reverse around
back
the corner
into
to
the
left. Yeah.
Better take 3 cars.
Yeah. Okay, so as we reverse around the corner, we will need to. Once we're around the corner, we will need to reverse back, so we're leaving at least 2 to 3 car lengths. Okay, do you know why that is? No?
Yeah.
Okay. So if any cars were coming up and we were parked up, then the cars have room to get in front of us and turn left or right. Okay, so what we're going to do is imagine that bubble. So you've got that lamp post there at the beginning, and where's the end of your bubble?
Oh, the lamp post that's made of wood behind.
That's it. Yeah. And then what observations are you going to do before we reverse? Do you know what observations did you do on your last lesson with your previous instructor when you did reversing?
I got ready and then I looked all around me.
That's it. So if you want to select the correct gear, and then we'll do the observations.
You mean prepare myself?
Yeah, prepare yourself. Right, so what gear have you selected there?
Reverse.
How do you know it's in reverse?
Because that's where it was last week.
Okay, so the reverse is to you and down, and you've just pushed it up. So if you'd like to put it in neutral for me, that's it. So if you pull it over to you, and then keep it pulled over to you and pull down. Right, okay, so that's in 4th gear. If you'd like to just gently pull your clutch up to biting point, and then you'll be able to feel the car. Can you feel it? It's going forward. So that's how you know that you're not in reverse gear. So if you'd like to pop it in reverse again for me. So
is it important to be in reverse gear?
It is important. If you'd like to pop it in reverse for me, so make sure you've got it in, that's not in reverse again. So if you'd like to pop it in neutral again, pull it all the way to you, keep it there and then pull back.
You're going to give me the reason why I need to get reverse gear?
Yeah, I was going to get you to put it in reverse first.
Yeah, I probably won't though until I get the reason why.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
just be a book on the floor.
Okay, so do you know why it's important to have it in reverse?
I've never done this manoeuvre before.
No?
Apart from a bit of straight.
Okay, so if you're going to do reverse round the corner, it's important to have it in the reverse gear, because you're looking behind you as you start reversing, and you see that van in front of you there. If you haven't got it in reverse and you've got it in another gear,
that makes sense.
Yeah, you're going to jolt forward, aren't you?
That makes sense. I'll push it across. Oh, back here. Remember that.
That's it. That's it. So if you gently pull the clutch up again, and then you'll be able to feel.
Gently pull the clutch up?
Yeah, just a biting point.
I installed it now.
Okay. So just pull it up to biting point. That's it. So you feel the car moving back there, so that's how you know you've got it in reverse.
Don't be going there with that, yeah?
No? Okay. Okay, if you'd like to do your checks then. If you do your 6-point check, so if you look over your left hand shoulder, look out the back window here.
I can see everything in these mirrors.
Can you see up that road there though? Can you see if there's any pedestrians crossing the road or anything?
I can see up the road. I can see the corner I'm going to reverse into.
Yeah, so you need to actually be able to see up that road as well, because there might be pedestrians, cyclists, there could be anyone there.
No, it's not good.
No, so if you look over your left shoulder and then look up this pavement here, look up that pavement there if there's any cars turning into the road, and look over your right hand shoulder as well, look all the way to the back, Look all the way around, that's it, so you can see all the way up the pavement there as well, just to make sure that there's no pedestrians, there's no children running around. Okay, so before you start manoeuvring off, if you look back round again, so what I'd like you to do is look over your left shoulder, look up the pavement, look up there, look all the way round at the front, turn round, and then look over your right hand shoulder all the way to the back.
I've just done that. Still nobody there.
Okay, so because you've got it in reverse gear, once you've done your checks, then I'd like you to start manoeuvring to the back, but you need to do your checks and then manoeuvre straight away. So although you've done them twice already, you need to do them again. So make sure you look over your right shoulder, your left shoulder, sorry.
I have.
See that there's a car there now.
It's all now.
That's it. Right, so keep on looking round, keep looking, go slow, foot over the brake, foot on the brake. Okay, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to just pull up in front of that van again, please.
I did it wrong.
Yeah. That's it. That was my fault. I didn't tell you to have your foot on the brake. That's it. Okay. Make sure you're in the right gear again.
Oh yeah.
That's it. So do your checks. Make sure it's safe for you to start reversing. So see these pedestrians here. And you've got a van coming around. So if you do your
checks first.
Do your checks first, and then you can start reversing around the corner. But remember what I said with the gravity. You need to have your foot over the brake and just slightly pressing on the brake, so you've got a slow control of the car as it's reversing.
When I was doing moving up and stopping, he said all the way through my lessons I should do POM.
Prepare, observe, and manoeuvre.
But we do observe first, do we?
No, so you prepared the car, and then you do your observations.
Oh, the car's prepared now.
Yeah. That's it. So then you do your observations, and then you manoeuvre. So make sure you check over your left shoulder first.
Yeah.
Left shoulder first. That's it. Is there any? See that pedestrian there going around the corner? So you want to make sure that she's not crossing the road.
No.
Right. So, and then you want to look all the way up this pavement here, up there, all the way down your right hand pavement and round to the back. Okay, and if you think it's safe to do so, then I'd like you to start reversing. Make sure the handbrake's down properly.
It's down.
Properly?
It's down.
Yeah. You see that red light on your dashboard there?
Yeah, it's a nice light, isn't it?
Yeah, that means that your handbrake's on, that you haven't put it down all the way. So if you'd like to put your handbrake down all the way, because if you don't have it down all the way, it's going to burn. It's going to wear the handbrake out.
Oh.
Okay, it's going to make it harder for you. Right. So that's it. As you pull the clutch up and you feel the car moving, take your foot off the brake. Stop.
It's gone really fast.
As you have your foot on the clutch and you can feel that biting point, what I want you to do, instead of the car shaking like that, I want you to put your foot down on the clutch as a thickness of a £1 coin, so you can just feel.
Right, I'll give you a bit of help. You mentioned gravity across there, didn't you? Yeah? It's with gravity. Do I need the clutch up?
No, I suppose not. You just have the clutch down. Okay.
Have you given me any guidance about when I start, how and how far I am?
From the curb. You haven't done that. Okay. Okay, if you look in your left mirror, can you see the curb and the car?
Yeah.
So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to get a reference point from anywhere on the car to the curb. So I'd like you to keep that as your reference point as we're reversing around the corner, to make sure that you've got your drains width.
The front door handle appears to be about 2 to 3 finger widths away from the curb.
Okay, so if you aim to keep that as your reference point, so as we're reversing around the corner, just make sure that that's in the same spot all the way around, and then you will reverse nice and tightly around the corner without veering off. Okay? Okay, so you like to prepare the car. Make sure it's in the right gear. Make sure it's in the right gear.
Oh, I don't need reverse gear because I'm rolling back, haven't I?
No, you do need it in reverse because you need your reverse lights on. You need to inform other drivers and people what you're doing. Okay, so make sure you do your checks before you. Okay, make sure that you're looking around all the time.
Oh, all the time.
And you've got your reference point in your mirror as well.
I can hear vehicles coming now. Why do I need to looking all the time?
You need to look because although you can hear them, they might be a lot closer than what you can hear. So keep looking all the time, looking all around over your right hand shoulder, making sure that there's no cars.
Yeah, vehicles are really easy to spot.
And pedestrians. See, there's a little child there.
What was that about pedestrians?
That little child over there,
oh, yeah.
he could run into the road at any time, so you can.
I found him really hard to see.
Yeah, so that's why you need to look around at all times. So keep on looking all around, over to your left, and right, if you like to stop here, with your steering, you've actually steered to the right, and we're doing a left-hand reverse.
Yeah, when you go backwards, you steer the opposite way.
Yeah, so if you'd like to imagine your rear window as your front window. So, as you're driving round a right-hand corner or a left-hand corner, what way would you steer if you're going around a left-hand corner?
Left.
Yeah. So that's exactly the same as reversing round a left.
Oh, so it's different.
Yep. Okay, so it's just exactly the same. If you're going around the left-hand corner, you want to steer left.
Get it back to left.
Okay. But make sure you don't do any dry steering.
Dry steering, what's that?
Dry steering is when you're sitting in the same spot and you're turning the steering wheel. So you're not actually moving the car. You're just moving. You're moving the steering stationary, and that's not very good for the car because it'll burn the dry. Oh God, come out of my head. That'll burn the steering.
I'll damage the car.
Yeah, you'll damage the car that way. Okay, so if you might like to do your checks all the way around before you start reversing, make sure it's safe to do so. That's it. So what way do you want to steer?
Oh, left.
That's it. So keep on looking all around, over your right shoulder, over your left shoulder, all around. Keep on looking all around.
Yeah.
That's it. Left shoulder, right shoulder, and your reference point.
What reference point?
That you had in your mirror.
Oh, the door handle.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to try and keep that in the same place?
Yeah. Keep on looking all around. That's it, nice and slowly. That's it, lovely. Keep looking all around. Keep looking all around. That's it. Keep looking.
What's your neck?
It does hurt your neck, but it's better to not run into anyone on the road. That's it. Keep looking all around, all around. That's it. That's it. Keep your reference point in the mirror as well.
I've got that straight line reversing point I got last week now.
Yeah. So if you can just do that, keep that your reference point in what you had last week. But
Can I go quicker now and get a finish with it?
No. Go nice and slowly. Keep on looking all around.
Why am I looking all around? I'm into the road now.
You are, but there could be anyone crossing the road, in between the cars, in between the van, up there. Anyone and anything. There could be vehicles as well. There could be cyclists. There could be anything. Okay, keep looking all around. Keep looking all around to your right as well. That's it. Make sure that there's no children crossing the road. Let's go a bit slower.
I've got a bit closer now.
That's fine.
I'll go around again to start, yeah? I'll go all the way around again to start again, shall I?
You don't have to, do you?
I don't go up the curb, do I?
No, but you're not. Are you helping me out here? I wouldn't have done. I would say no. We could just steer so we can get the correct distance.
I don't think I've got room. Should I go all the way around again?
I don't know. Help me, Tony.
Or should I go forward a bit?
Yeah, if you go for.
Should I go forward a bit?
I don't know. What would you say?
I don't go up the curb, do I?
Out of roll.
Yeah, you want me to go forward a bit, don't you?
Okay.
Steer to the left a bit.
Yeah, steer to the left a bit so you can get your reference point. That's it, straight.
Oh, yeah, it's back now, my place.
That's it, and then don't forget to do your checks before you start reversing. Looking all around, looking behind you.
Okay. So you wouldn't want me going all the way around again, would you?
No, I didn't think that, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, because on the driving test exam, I wouldn't have time to
No.
for that, would he?
So just move forward a little bit then.
Yeah, shunt forward, corrected. Yeah, I get a driver for it. I'm not on the pavement.
No, you get yeah.
I'm likely to fail, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
How'd I feel?
A mess.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mishmash here and there, wasn't it? I was nearly starting off with no reference point about where to turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Great?
Yeah.
Yeah? It'll come. It'll come. Yeah, just don't forget the reference point, yeah?
Yeah. Something so stupid.
Yeah, you spotted all the rest of the faults. You spotted the handbrake, you spotted the steering. Yeah, don't forget you've mentioned gravity on the brief while we're sitting there.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't forget it when we get across there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bringing the clutch up is not a good way of checking what gear I'm in, yeah?
Alright, okay.
If you come in and give me a reason why it's important to be in reverse,
And then that's it.
well, that's what I'm looking for, is a reason why, isn't it?
Okay.
That make sense?
Yeah. They're not going to say, how do I know that I'm in reverse then?
No, I mean, they would have got reverse last week on the straight line reversing point, yeah? They're just looking for the reason why. Any questions on that?
No, is it?
Right,